In this lesson, we're going to learn how to create and modify a structural grid. What came first, the grid or the wall? Well, from firm to firm, that answer can be different. I say the wall, but this course isn't to voice my personal opinion, it's about teaching Revit. So here's the deal with grids. They are just as easy as anything else in Revit, and they're just as dynamic. Actually, I'm a little jealous of structural grids, because they remember names much better than I do. The objective for this lesson is to start adding structural grids to our model. We'll add vertical alphabetic grids and horizontal numeric grid lines to the east wing. Then we'll add a radial grid with an offset of 6 inches and two 45-degree angle grids to complete the radial entry. Open the file you've been working on, or open the file called Chapter 9 and follow along. As you can see, I have the grid completed just to show you what we're going to do. We have grid lines A through G, 1 through 6. We have little 45-degree grid lines, and we have this funky grid line H here. What I like about grids is the fact that, for example, if I go to rename grid line 3 to grid line 2, Revit's going to stop me. It's very good at keeping track of these numbers, much better than I am. So I'm going to hit cancel here and just let that not happen. In the project browser, under floor plans, go down to level 1. In level 1, let's zoom in over here on the east wing. Let's come into this corner right here. This is where we're going to start our grids. On the Structure tab, click the Grid button on the Datum panel. On the Draw panel, let's click on our Pick Lines button. Let's pick the core center line of this wall. You hover your cursor over it, and then pick it. Notice the bubble. We have some similar looking little icons. We have a drag icon. We can add an elbow. We can turn the bubble on or off. What I want to do for column line 1 is just come in here and grab this little grip. Pick it and slide it over to the right. Just so you're clear of the radius. Very nice. Notice the grid extends down to this end. We can turn the bubble on or off. For now, let's just stretch out the bubble. Let's click Show Bubble. There's our bubble. I'm going to zoom out and hit Escape a couple times. Go ahead and select Grid 1 and click the Copy button. I'm going to zoom in here and just pick any random point. I'm going to copy this right down to the center line of this wall. Zoom out a little bit. Notice that it labels it 2. I want to add another grid line, so what I'm going to do is right click on grid line 2 and create similar. I'm going to zoom in here. I'm just going to pick a point along this wall anywhere. Miraculously, it labels it 3. But notice when I bring it out this way, notice that it catches grid line 1 and 2. The reason for that is, go ahead and wait for the grid line to snap up. Now, hit Escape a couple times. Now go ahead and select grid 3. Move the bubble left to right. Notice that the other grid lines are coming with it. That's kind of neat behavior. Hit Escape a couple times. Select grid line 3 and grab this little grip here. Let's drag it all the way down to this end. 1, 2, turn it on for 3. Perfect. Hit Escape a couple times. Go ahead and select the grid line 3. Click your Copy button. Let's copy it down to the other corridor wall. Right to there. Zoom out, hit Escape a couple times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I always check the numbering because not every time will Revit get it right. In this case it will, because they're brand new grids. Select grid line 4. I'm going to click the Copy button. I'm going to copy that down to the core center line of this wall. I'm going to hit Escape a couple times. Select grid line 5. Click the Copy button. Pick your base point. Let's copy it down to the bottom core center line of the wall. Hit Escape a couple times.